And I'm just going to get maybe, can I get a player, just one player here and one player here, and I'm going to get maybe 2 players kind of out in that big area there, and I just want everyone then can observe in this game, and I'll show you how we can observe it. So if we can get maybe four players in total, 2 at the blue cone and 2 kind of out there, so maybe you go there and we get, perfect. Anybody else want to join them? Perfect, yeah. Okay. This is very simple. So now at the moment we're doing, I think it's the roll if we've started. Yeah. Okay. So this game is called Big Hitter. You can grab a ball each, your lads. All we're going to do, now we're in a small area. The 2 lads, when I say go, they're going to strike the ball. And I suppose we'll try and give you a target of maybe hitting the number 10, just the crack. And as soon as you strike the ball, all right, can we get a coach here? Yeah, get one, it's better, yeah. And maybe we'll get a coach here. Yeah. So when they strike the ball, so if Ronan strike the ball, Joe and Nick have to retrieve the ball, put it back to home base as quick as they can. At the same time, Roland, when you strike the ball, you have to go out to the orange cone, roll it, get back to the blue cone, back to the orange cone, roll it. And Liam's going to count how many roll lifts you get before both balls are back in home base. Yeah? And the same thing here. When you strike the ball, roll lift back, and the coach here is going to count how many roll lifts you get before the both balls are back in home base. Make sense? Okay, yep. Okay. Ready? Go! Back in the blue square. And freeze. Okay, sorry, I should explain. When you retrieve the ball, you put it back in the home base, blue square there. Okay, how many spotted score? They got 3. What do we get here? 3, okay, 3 roll lifts. Okay, this time. Okay, so we have some of our players are new to hurling. They're new to hurling. They can't strike from the hand. What can we do? Strike from the ground. So you're going to strike from the ground, okay? And this time, what can we do to the blue cone, or at the cones? What can we do? They can't roll lift. Can't jab lift either. Dribble it. Could dribble around the cone and back. How many times get over and back? Yeah, let's try that. So they can dribble. So when you ground strike those 2 balls, the 2 lads here have to retrieve the balls, and because we're all starters, you have to dribble the ball back to home base, the blue square, yeah? And you're going to try and go out to the red cone and dribble the ball over and back, and every time you go up it's a point and down is 1 point, and the coaches will count how many points you get. Ready? Keep out of the way. Go! Oh, jeez, thought I was safe here. I won't take it personally, Ronan. And freeze. How many points? 5. 6. New players, very impressive. Give them a round of applause. Very impressive. Take a bow, lads. Okay. Okay. Would that game work with 8-year-olds? Okay. Okay. Again. So. Yeah. 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 I love those adaptations. Yeah. Facing towards the wall or whatever. Okay. If there were, what else could you do if there were really strong players? What could you do? Weak side. Strike on the other side. Yeah. Yeah. Strike on the weak side. Practice their left or right side. Okay. Really challenge them. New players. 2 new players in. Okay. Never played the game before, but how do we adapt it? What do we do? Ground strike. Okay. They can't jab lift. What do we do? We dribbled. Okay, if they couldn't dribble, I'd often gone out and all they had to do was to throw up the ball and catch it overhead as many times as they can before the boys got to the home base. So can we see the adaptations? Now, I'd have a huge issue if the 2 boys were striking and the grip It was all over the place, and there was nobody spotting the grip. Then suddenly we're intrigued with the game, and our coaching is gone completely out the window. Okay, completely out the window. So while it's great, it's fun, unless we have a purpose of what we're teaching them. If it's striking from the hand, for the players up there, okay, what are they learning? Retrieving, yeah. Okay, what else are they learning? Okay, anticipation, isn't it? Okay, where might the ball go? Okay, where might the ball go? Where should I be if it goes here? And when it's gone, how quickly can I get it back under pressure? Because the longer it takes, the more scores they get.
Would you mix it up with more players? Maybe if the ball.
I'd have, if I had 12 players, I could split up into 2 groups of 6, 3 players striking, 3 players retrieving, and the same on the far side. Very simple. Very simple, yeah. I'd have, yeah. So, and that's what we'll do. In the new structure, we're going to have a group of 24 players, and we'll have 2 12s. And that will work. So again, that's a good point, because if the organisation isn't right, well then, if I had 12 players and 2 players striking and 8 players there, look, the game will be over in 2 seconds. If you had that, maybe you're lack for space, I'd have the players maybe striking 2 balls each, and then there's more balls to retrieve, certainly. But I think the structure of the organisation is important, and again, crucial in terms of what we're coaching. That's a simple strike from the hand game. If they're advanced, I'd get them to run from the blue cone on their own, strike at the orange and red, so striking on the move. And you could add that. But again, I suppose at our level, this is kind of the basics, the static strike, left and right, stronger players weak side, weaker players striking from the hand, same game, different adaptations. And I suppose that's all I'm going to say tonight. That's really a look. We've covered an awful lot there in over an hour, and I don't want to get things diluted. I suppose all I really wanted to get across tonight was the size and weight of the hurley is crucial. That's number one thing we have to look at. If that's wrong, we have to fix that, talk to the parents, or get them smaller hurleys, or go to the club and we purchase a bag of hurleys that are the right size, the right weight, and get that right. And then the head, hands, hurley, feet. That's the only things I want to get across tonight, and then we'll talk about the structure upside. Do we have any questions on tonight? Does it all make sense, first of all? I hope it's all applicable. I was very, very conscious that we have to make this as applicable to our age group as we can, and we're consistently learning.
So if the hurley is too small, what's the crack?
If it's too small,
or not necessarily too small, but I mean, if it's kind of less than, like if it's below the pocket, is it too small?
Look, the only time it'll be too small, if it's after knee, it's too small. Anywhere above the knee is fine. I suppose I've never come across, somebody that used a hurley too small. But if it was at her knee, look, obviously you change it there. But I'd say anywhere below their pocket. I coached third class day in Lawrence's. Young lad, he had a hurley, was down to here, mid-thigh, striking ball, one-handed. Oh, the wrist, unbelievable. One-handed, not a bother, left and right side. Because from the very word go, he had a tool that he could work with that was the right size, right weight. He had no issue learning to strike because there was no big long strike, big wind up. The hurley hitting the ground before the ball. Everything was nice and short, nice and compact, and everything was in the wrists from the very, very start. And he hurley, a 26-inch hurley, and he's third class. And most of them had 28. A few of them had 30s. I told them to change them and talk to the parents afterwards. But it was mid-thigh, beautiful strike. So I think that's crucial for us. And then they'll enjoy the game so much better. As coaches, we'll enjoy the coaching so much better because there'll be less error and there'll be more enjoyment. And that's what we're all about. That's the game I think we all fall in love with. So what I'll do, the handouts are there. The games we covered, bar the big hitter which I have on handout, the hooking and blocking skills from level 1 to level 3 are there. I just printed them off today from the website to show you actually, look, they're there. And maybe what we might do going forward is maybe appoint a couple of coaches to actually, I suppose, what I call it, maybe in some of the groups, they're kind of researchers where they delve into things like the J activity planner, pick out the games that are appropriate, and then they put them together and we send them out as part of our session plan. I suppose if everyone used it, I'd be out of a job. So I suppose in a way it's good that maybe some coaches don't use it. But I suppose the point is it's accessible, it's there, and I think it's there as a resource to help us, which is I think it's fantastic. And that's all I have to say. Have you any questions on anything we covered? Brilliant. Thanks very much. For anyone who can't stay on, we're going to go up for 10 minutes to talk about the structure. If you can't, if you have to go, that's okay. We can send it out. But for next Wednesday, what we'll do, we'll plan the session next Wednesday. I'll talk about the structure and how it's going to work. And then over the next month, we'll see how it goes and see, and we'll get a bit of feedback in terms of how we're getting on. Fair enough? Brilliant. Thanks for coming out tonight, guys. Really appreciate it. That line straight.